all of her old hobbies and is surprised to see knitting isn't on the list because she's felt compelled to try it since she woke up. Ito installs knitting 101, and Meredith begins working on a cushion with a red bird on it. Later, she goes out for a ride on her bicycle, only to end up falling in the bushes when she has to dodge Louise, who is standing in the middle of the road on purpose to make her fall. She explains she's here to tell her the same thing she says every time she sends her to the bush. They're running out of time and they need her to remember. Then Louise leaves without offering more explanations. When Meredith returns home, William helps her wash off the dirt and asks her not to pay Louise any mind. Some women just hate androids because they take away their men, blaming them for the high divorce and low birth rates. Later, Meredith goes outside to watch the lake, which used to be her favorite spot. This warm memory prompts her to use I instead of referring to herself in third person, which means she finally has concept of self. Then, Meredith gives William the cushion she knitted for him. William says he loves it, but it's obvious from his expression that he's lying. After pointing out Meredith didn't knit, William tells her about the time they met, claiming it to be an afternoon in the park where Meredith was reading on a bench. Meredith can see the memory of her on the bench in her mind, but not the face of the man approaching her. Thus, when she's alone in the charging room, she finally reads Meredith's old diary. The pages are full of descriptions of having found the love of her life, and Meredith's so touched by these words that she tries to activate self-exploration mode, only to be denied access. Next, Meredith activates dream mode, but Ito doesn't understand why some files are blocked. They choose a memory at random to visit, and Meredith lands on the park bench. Instead of William approaching her though, it's the masked man again, telling her this is where it all started and grabbing her while begging her to remember. Meredith suddenly wakes up to find William grabbing her too, explaining she just had a bad dream and that they should share a room to avoid nightmares. Once Meredith goes to bed, William sneaks outside and throws the red bird cushion in the trash. Meredith spends the night reading what is supposed to be her favorite book and watches some of the real wife's old videos, including one of her in a tent with the love of her life. The next day, William goes to an office building looking for another abducted android and